So you're interested in getting a carry-on from Manos, right? Well, congratulations. You have stumbled upon the best video to watch to help you decide which Manos carry-on is best for you. I have 6 different carry-ons to show you today. We have the original and its larger size. We have the hybrid and its larger size. And we have the Pro with its larger size. I'm going to show you the similarities and the differences between all 6, and of course, give you packing examples, because one of these bags is going to be right for you. It's just a matter of which one. Now, I have reviewed most of these in depth and have used a lot of them in various packing videos. So any video I have done with a Manos piece of luggage, I will link down below, as well as their original reviews if you want a more in-depth look to any of these. In case you're new here, I'm Lauren Kelly from It's the Kellys, and I travel often and pack well. I have been to 97 countries and all 7 continents in a carry-on bag. So I know what I'm talking about in terms of choosing the right bag and how to pack for your trip. Please hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram so that you can travel often and pack well like I do. You guys, I am very, very picky about my bags, and you guys know that Manos is one of my all-time favorite brands. Now, I am a Manos brand ambassador, which means they send me luggage in exchange for my honest review. And I have always been honest in my reviews. In fact, my very first Manos review I ever did, I didn't think I was really going to like it at all. And it ended up being one of my favorite pieces of luggage. And now I'm completely obsessed. I have everything that Manos owns. I lend my suitcases out to my friends. They have been very, very durable, and even though some people say they have some problems with their luggage, I've never had any with mine, and I own 7 different pieces. And even though I'm a Manos brand ambassador, that does not factor into my decision as to what is best for you. My biggest goal on this channel is to help you pack better in a carry-on for a trip. So let's go over everything. First, I'm going to show you all of the details that all 6 bags do have in common. And then I'm going to show you all 3 models as well as their larger size. And then I am going to do a packing example with the bags, because that really should be a deciding factor when choosing which bag is right for you. So what I'm going to do is bring out the original carry-on, the bag that started it all. All of the models I'm about to show you are going to have a very durable yet lightweight polycarbonate shell. They're a little bit flexible, but not too flimsy. I really do think that they're pretty scratch resistant. This bag has traveled and has been beat up during various photo shoots, and it is still in beautiful condition. They are all going to have the Manos logo in this circle right here, and you can see the horizontal grooves, and they always go just a little bit more than halfway up. They all have amazing 360 spinner wheels, and you guys, these have been amazing on any hard floored carpet or even cobblestone. They all have a telescopic handle with 4 different heights, and the cool thing about the handle is that the button is on the bottom, so it's a little bit more ergonomic for your hand as opposed to the button on top. All of the bags also obviously have TSA locks where you set your own code, press this, and it opens that way. And then they all have an antimicrobial 100% recycled polyester lining, and they're all going to be this light gray color inside. They are all set up the same way. They have this zippered compartment here, and then right here is a zippered pocket. And then on the side, you do have a compression pad, which I absolutely love. Manos is my favorite compression out of any other luggage brand out there. It does have these 2 belts that really cinches everything down. And the compression pad itself does have a zipper here and a zipper here if you wanted to pack anything in the compression pad. Now, of course, these do open so that you can remove it if you want to, but why would you want to? The compression is awesome. And then right here, there is this slim little pocket that I never really use. And then every bag comes with some goodies. You have one drawstring laundry bag and 2 shoe bags. And then it always has this little bag, and once we open it, you have directions to set your TSA lock, and then this vegan leather luggage tag, and then a small little magic eraser in case you get any scuffs, but I really haven't had to use it. The zippers are of course YKK, and a lot of the details inside of here are vegan leather. So those are all the similarities that you are going to see between all 6 of these bags. So that's why I figured I had to get it out of the way first. But now let's introduce all of the bags and then go a little bit more in depth. So let's start by showing you the carry-on and the carry-on plus. These are their original classic bags. You just have one that's smaller and one that's bigger. So I showed you guys a lot of the details already, so we're not gonna go over all of that again. But I do want to say that Mono suitcases come in 8 different core colors, this rose quartz being one of them, and then they always have a variety of limited edition colors, and this terrazzo print is one of those. So the prices, of course, are going to vary. If you get a carry-on in a core color, it's going to be $255 at full price. If you get it in a limited edition color, the prices are going to vary, but they're going to be a little bit higher. And then if you get a core color in the carry-on plus, it is $20 more at $275. But then if you get a limited edition, of course, again, it's going to be a little bit higher. So the biggest difference between these are going to be the sizing. Anything in the smaller sizing is going to be good for international travel, and then the bigger sizing is going to be best for domestic travel. I did weigh and measure these in person in all of my previous videos, so I'm not going to do that today, but I am going to obviously tell you what it weighs and measures in at. This one is just shy of 22 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and 9 inches deep, which is pretty much the carry-on standard. But then a lot of people don't know that some carry-ons are larger, like this one. This comes in at 23 inches tall, 15 inches wide, and just about 9.5 inches deep. If you want to check which Monos bag fits in your particular airline that you fly a lot, I do have a video where I took every single Monos bag that I own and put it in the sizers at the airport. So that is a very, very helpful video. The weight on this one is exactly 7 pounds, which is a great weight for a bag. It's the lightest one that Monos makes, but I do wish they made an even lighter one. Hint, hint, Monos. And it does hold 39.9 liters. Now this bag is only a ½ pound heavier, which is great, but does hold 48 liters. And no, neither of these bags are expandable. I do wish that Monos made expandable bags, so I'm gonna throw out another hint, hint, Monos. Maybe one day we can have expandable Monos bags. And then I'll have to redo this video. So now let's move on to the hybrid collection. It's hybrid time. If you guys know me at all, you know that the Monos carry-on hybrid is probably my favorite luggage on the planet. So what's different about the hybrid collection is that both of these still have the same great polycarbonate shell, but it has a bit of a metallic finish, which I think makes it look really cool. There was a time that a lot of people loved full aluminum luggage. They were shiny and you could get a gold one or a silver one, but they get really dented and they're really heavy. So a lot of companies started making hybrid models where they have the polycarbonate shell, but they have a lot of the aluminum features that those bags have. And so this polycarbonate shell is more of a metallic finish, so that it kind of looks like aluminum, but it's a lot more durable. So obviously this is the hybrid regular size, and this is the hybrid plus. The hybrid bags only come in 3 colors. This is the champagne, this is the silver, and they also have obsidian, which is a nice metallic black color. And You guys, honestly too, this has been on probably 6 or 7 different trips, and it has been checked and it has been beat up. It was even tumbling in the back of a pickup truck in El Salvador, and it doesn't have a scratch on it. It is in absolutely beautiful condition. I've had this bag for almost 2 years now, and I use it every single chance that I can get. So the regular carry-on is $325, and then the bigger one is $345. But you just have more features on here than you do on the original one. You have the latches, you have the aluminum frame, and you have the metal bumpers on all the corners for extra protection. Now, because a lot of those metal features and the latches themselves, the hybrid collection is heavier. Not as heavy as regular aluminum luggage, but not as light as polycarbonate with a zipper. So this one is just under 8.5 pounds, and then this one is just over 9 pounds. This one is going to hold 43 liters versus this one is going to hold 36. According to the website, they're the same size as the other ones, but that's simply not true. Like I said, it only holds 36 liters versus the other one holds 40. And it's because of the width right here. Now, the width of the bag is always going to be with the feet and the handles and everything else because it has to be able to fit in the airline bins. But when you put these side by side, the original and the hybrid, you can see that the hybrid is a little bit skinnier. It's not by much, but when I put packing cubes in there to pack, you will be able to see the little bit of difference. And now let's talk about the Pro series, meaning the ones that have the outer pocket for your laptop or anything else that you need easy access to while you're rolling through the airport. So this is the Carry-On Pro, and this is the Carry-On Pro Plus. This one is the olive green color, and this one is the blue haze color. And then because they are core colors, the smaller one is $295, and then the bigger one is $20 more. Now, when it comes to sizing, the carry-on is the exact same dimensions as the original carry-on. And then the Carry-On Pro Plus is the same dimensions as the Plus. Now, the weight is a little bit heavier. This one is going to be 7.8 pounds versus the 7 pounds that the carry-on was. However, it's not as heavy as the hybrid. And the larger one weighs about 8.3 pounds. The Pro series, when it comes to weight, is right in the middle. Now this one comes in at 36 liters, meaning it's the same as the hybrid, but less than the carry-on. And that's because of the outer pocket here. And then the Pro Plus holds 46 liters, which means it doesn't hold as much as the original carry-on, but it still holds more than the Hybrid Plus. So let me show you guys the outer pocket. It does open using these YKK zippers, and as you can see here, there are little loops on the zipper so that you can attach your own lock if you want to secure everything that's in this pocket. Now the pockets are definitely going to vary in size, however they both hold a 16-inch laptop. This is how far the pocket can open up, just this bit of an angle here. It doesn't go any further than that. On the inside here, this is where you put your laptop. It has a really nice padded mesh, and then there is another elastic slip pocket in front of it. But then on the front pocket here, you do have 3 padded zippered compartments to be able to put whatever little items that you need, as well as a slip pocket here, again, for other items. Now, of course, the front pocket is hard and still made out of polycarbonate, which means it has a little bit of flexibility, but not as much as soft luggage. I actually like that because I'm sure we've all seen how soft luggage with an outer pocket can really bulge out when fully packed, and therefore not always fit in the overhead bins. This one has that little bit of flexibility, but is always going to keep its shape. We will, of course, pack this in a little bit, but I have been able to have my 13-inch MacBook Air in there, as well as an iPad and other essentials like cords and passports and that sort of thing. Now, I can't talk about Pro bags without giving my Pro bag disclaimer, because a lot of you are interested in a Pro bag. Why wouldn't you be? Convenient outer pocket, that's great. And I always always, without a doubt, travel with my laptop. However, if for some reason you're traveling with a pro bag and you have your laptop in there, all sorts of other really important things, what if they make you gate check your bag, meaning it has to go under the plane? You're not going to want your very important items in there because of potential damage, potential theft, or the potential of losing your bag. So what I always say, if you're going to get a pro bag like one of these, that's definitely a great idea, but I always recommend having a personal item with you in addition to this bag, just in case. Now, also the interesting thing about pro bags that I always warn people about is that you definitely love the idea of the outside front pocket. However, it always takes away from the depth of the inside just a little bit. You're gonna have depth here and you're gonna have depth here, but that outer pocket, because it doesn't bulge out too much, is going to take away from your packing space. It is going to vary based on how full this is or how empty it is, but I do want you to keep that in mind. And if packing space inside is more important to you than an outside front pocket, then you might want to look at one of the other models that I showed you today. All right, so what do you guys think so far? Because now I have shown you all 6 bags, shown you exactly what they have in common, and showed you their differences. So you kind of have to have a bit of a front runner, right? But now it is time to pack the bags, because that's what's most important. So I'm gonna go get some packing cubes and some other travel essentials, and then I'm going to pack all of the bags with those and move them from bag to bag so that you can really see what every bag holds. Okay, so first I filled up the original Monos bag, the carry-on. Let me show you what I filled it up with. So let me open up the compression side, and the pad is going to go this way. Now on this side, I do have a sweatshirt, a sunglasses container, and then 3 Monos compression cubes. This bigger one here, which is about half of this side, this longer, skinnier one that fits perfectly in together, but because they're compressed down and therefore slimmer, I can always put another one on top. And then I still have space on top, so that's where I fit my sweatshirt. If I'm going to compress this down, I like it to be as even as possible height-wise, and then that's where I compress. Now on this side, I did put something in the zippered pocket. I put an Antarctica book. Yes, I've been to Antarctica. Now when we open up this side, you will see I have a Monos toiletries bag, an umbrella, a beach waiver to do my hair. That's how I did my hair today. And then I have the shoe bags. In this shoe bag, I have a pair of tennis shoes. Then in this shoe bag, I have 2 pairs of shoes. So let's move all of this into the carry-on hybrid. So you're going to see right away that this one's a little bit slimmer because it doesn't fit in as well. Now, of course, these are soft, so I can very easily still squeeze it in, but I feel like that needs to really be said. So here we have this one, and it actually looks like, even though it's slimmer, that it's a little bit taller. This one on top here, and you see where the sunglasses fit really well in there before this way. Now I have to fit them this way. And then of course we will put the sweatshirt in there. Now let's see with this side. First pair of shoes, 2 pair of shoes, toiletries bag, beach waiver, and umbrella. And you know, of course we could take the sunglasses and put them in here too. And then of course we have our Antarctica book right there. So now let's move everything from the hybrid into the Pro. But of course with the Pro, we have to pack more stuff in the front pocket. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we can fit everything in the front pocket as well as everything in here, or if we have to take some stuff out. So first, let me show you what I packed in the front pocket. I do have my 13-inch MacBook Air. Remember, this can hold a 16-inch laptop. And then I do have my iPad, portable charger, and some headphones. Now that we've packed this front pocket, you can see how little depth we actually have. We might have to flip-flop and put the larger items on this side instead. I have never, you guys, ever put shoes on the compression side before, but that is working nicely. It still has a little bit of space up here. Hold on, I could probably put the umbrella up there, and honestly, maybe the sunglasses too. and then the book. Okay, so I made it all fit. Definitely no room for souvenirs. And we're good. Sometimes you have to get a little creative when you pack. So now let's take everything out of the Carry-On Pro, and while we're working with items in the front pocket, let's move everything into the Carry-On Pro Plus. So let's open it up and pack the inside. So again, we can potentially lose depth with the Pro series. And then on this side, you can see there's a little bit more room, but not quite that much. You do still have a little bit more space. Put our book in, of course. And we're good. So now we're going to forget about all the items in the front pocket, and we'll put all the items in the Manos Carry-On Plus. Okay, so we should be able to pack everything like we originally packed, but let's see if we can potentially fit more. There's a lot more space up here now. Can you guys see that? I think I could fit the umbrella. Can you guys see how much extra space I have here? I have so much space left here. I could probably even pack the toiletries bag this way, and I have space here and here, or I could pack it this way and have space here and here. This bag is obviously a lot bigger. Of course, this is we gotta pack our book. And now finally, let's move everything from the Carry-On Plus into the Carry-On Hybrid Plus, because if you remember from the Carry-On to the Hybrid, it was definitely a little bit tighter, but we still made it work. So let's see how it works now. So we have the big packing cube, and this one actually fits in well. Remember when I packed it into the smaller size Hybrid, I kind of had to really squeeze it in. Now it actually fits. This one clearly isn't as big as the Carry-On Plus, but is still bigger than the Carry-On itself. Our toiletries bag. So this one probably, oh no, it can still fit that way. So yeah, we still have a little bit of that extra space because it's the Plus. And the book. I think that was the most packing I've ever done in any video. Okay, so I'm really interested to hear all of your thoughts now that I have compared and packed all 6 carry-on bags that Manos offers. Do you like the original bags of the Carry-On or Carry-On Plus? Or do you like the Hybrid series? It may weigh a little bit more, but it's zipperless and you have that gorgeous metallic finish. Or are you the type of person that wants the Pro series? You can definitely fit office essentials in there, but you are gonna sacrifice just a little bit of packing space. I'd love to know your thoughts down below as to which bag is right for you now that you've made a decision, I would hope. And I'd really love to know if you want one of the core colors or a limited edition color. Every single thing I showed you today will be linked down below in the description, including the Manos compression cubes and the Manos toiletries bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're subscribed to this channel and that you follow us on Instagram. I travel often and pack well and want to help you do the same. Happy travels. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.